Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Coffee Talk Supplemental. Happy Monday afternoon. I have my festive Holiday Ops Christmas tank mug, and that is because we have the first real information about Holiday Ops. We're going to do a really shallow dive, and we'll do a deeper dive later in the week when it actually comes out. But there are two videos on the World of Tanks page, World of Tanks NA page, and you can get some details, but there's some interesting changes coming, and I think mostly for the better. So let's dive into some of those big picture ideas and give you a little bit of a clue on what's going on with Holiday Ops. But before we do that, we need to get set up. I've got this, but I got to get the rest of my Holiday Ops stuff, so we'll just get a little... Oh, there, that's better. Got my elf hat. I've got my Tyrion Lannister, House Lannister, I drink and I know things, Christmas sweater going on right here. Got my little avatar there. It's got a Santa hat on, and we've got the lights. Do you guys like the lights? They're nice and bright and festive. All right, we're ready for Holiday Ops, my friends. On the page, so we go over here, there are two articles you're going to look at. There's an event guide, and then there's a whole thing on the large boxes. So there's a couple changes in some of these things, and I wanted to talk about these. We'll go ahead and just start this bad boy here. So just go to YouTube and do this, because we can then do that. There we go.
And that means it's time for the World of Tanks garage to display a more seasonal look.
Holidays are around the corner.
When you're back in the cozy winter town, you'll immediately feel the atmosphere.
So like I said, there's a couple changes coming.
And other festive gifts will be waiting for you.
You're going to get a tank?
But this is
Probably a tier 2 or 3 or something like that.
It's time to go through the Holiday Ops to-do list and find out what...
So to-do list, all right.
...to increase the festive atmosphere level. And even more enjoyable to get gifts and bonuses.
More enjoyable.
You can decorate your garage with any decoration you like, because they don't have levels anymore.
Decorations do not have levels. Big change. That's cool. The nice thing is you can just put whatever decoration you want on.
Each time you get a new decoration.
So your festive atmosphere goes up. It doesn't matter what the decoration is. So it'll probably go up in smaller increments, or there'll be breakpoints along the way. Then you can put any decoration you want on your stuff, which is cool. Small quality of life things, so that's nice. You can move stuff around.
Exchange it for another one.
So that's good.
We need to get more decorations.
All right, the Deco Rider is back.
Decorations in a special Deco Rider.
There will be 4 decoration books again. There will be some camos at the end of those.
To do so, you'll need shards.
Once again, you're going to do shards for the Deco Rider. You can get those out of small boxes.
Or by breaking any decorations you don't need.
Same thing, breaking decorations.
Decorations will drop from the small boxes.
So he said sometimes decorations from the small boxes. So you're going to get shards in small boxes, I think, as a default. And then you might get another decoration to break. I'm assuming... I don't know if there's an automatic decoration. He said sometimes.
To make sure you create a decoration you don't already have,
Let's go back and see that.
Breaking any decorations you don't need. Sometimes decorations will drop from the small boxes. To make sure you create a decoration...
That makes me feel like sometimes extra decorations. I think there's a decoration in shards. That's a point I don't know.
Use the anti-duplicator. This year, there is also an option of using shards in the anti-duplicator.
So you can use shards in the anti-duplicator, but look at that 2,000. That's a lot of shards to get what you want. That's a bunch of shards. Remember, it was just charges last year.
You may need a lot of shards, but there is someone who can help you with that.
Arnie can help you with that. So Arnold's going to have his missions. Here he is. A lot of... There we go.
He thinks that you'll make a great team.
So there'll be a mission every day. You don't have to do that on that day. You can do all the missions. Say you waited 10 days and then sat down. They'll all go concurrently. So you don't have to do it time-gated. That's a good thing. Eventually you'll get an Arnold commander. Now what's really cool, well here's his, that's his style that you're going to get. You're going to get discounts on vehicles, tier 2 to 10, just like in the last year. Basically you can pick the vehicle that you want the discount on. That's actually good for me because I need to buy back some artillery, so I'm going to drop one on one of the artilleries.
Researched vehicles. A new Each of them can be simplified to receive the rewards quicker.
Smash that snowball. You can simplify them like you did last year, which is good.
And secondly, the missions accumulate.
Now, what I want to talk about are...
So you will be able to complete all accumulated missions at once.
Where is this?
He also has enough.
He's going to have 3 skills and enough experience to have a 4th skill. Terminated. He's going to have a Arnold voiceover, as you would expect. This is cool. You're going to be able to send small boxes to people. You can basically win postmarks, or whatever they call them. Then you can send a small box to a friend. As you send more and more boxes, you get more rewards.
It's not taken from your reserve.
And it's not taken out of your boxes. It's just a free box to send to somebody.
For sending 10 parcels in one day, you will receive a friendship token.
A friendship token.
Accumulate them and receive special rewards, an inscription, a decal, and a style.
So there's little doodads you can get by doing that, but that's pretty cool to send people their boxes. I like that. That's a cool change. I don't know if we had that last year. I don't believe so.
You can receive only 1 friendship token per day. The progress of
Bro. Yeah, so you get the crazy camo off of that. Okay, here's the collections. It's the same thing. Christmas, Lunar New Year, Magic Year, and something Christmas. I don't know. There's 4 different. The book looks very similar. Notice you've got the other years over here. So like last year, you are able to finish that one and then start working on the ones in the past that you may not have finished, which is very nice. You can see that there's only 284, at least right here, things you can get, which is less than last year. The drop of ornaments in the small boxes, I'm a little concerned on that. I hope it's an automatic one and then maybe another one is what they meant to say right there. But there are less that you have to get, which is good.
For each completed collection, you'll receive a decal in a special 2D style.
Same thing as last year. You get a 2D style decal. These are the styles.
And each of them is festive in its own way.
It's okay. Got it. Christmas camos. They're pretty standard. That one looks familiar for some reason. Don't know why.
There's also the 5th collection, a collection of large decorations, completed to get a special decal.
Now, last year, the large decoration added to your festive atmosphere. They didn't mention it here. And it was required, I think, to get there. I don't remember.
And when the festive atmosphere reaches level 10, you will have a chance to complete the collections from previous years and receive...
Complete the collection of previous years. All right, so let's move on to...
Completed for this year's collections and large decorations, increase the festive atmosphere level, and the bonus will grow until...
That is your credit bonus up to 50%, like last year.
You will earn more credits in the atmosphere. By tradition, you will...
Here are the levels of atmosphere rewards. You'll notice there are 4 crew members involved. There they are at, 4, 6, 8, and 10. A bunch of credit reserves, which is nice. Some experience reserves, some books, shards, blueprints, and a few, decals and whatnot right there. And, of course, the charge for your anti-duplicator or whatever it's called is going to be right there.
Gifts. Anti-duplicating. Female tankers. Atmosphere. You'll unlock
Okay.
slots for the holiday.
I don't know why this wasn't connected to Arnold, but you will unlock 3 slots for tier 5 to 10. And as it shows, you can decide what it's going to do.
And 1 more slot will be personally unlocked by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
1 more slot by Arnie.
Complete 5 of his missions, and the slot is yours.
Okay, so up to 3 slots, it looks like. That drop down lets you make it credit, crew experience, combat experience, or free experience. Sorry, no credit, but of course you've got the bonus credit to everything. You can change your tank every 30 minutes in here, which is pretty cool, and then switch it around. I like this. There were some weird gates last year that made it kind of a pain in the rear to decide what tank to use. You just pick one tank you want, and you pick the bonus, and off you go, and that is an awesome quality of life change right there.
All 3 slots work by the same principle to higher in all 3 slots, depending on the current level.
So there you go.
The tanks in these slots will continue to receive the Holiday Ops bonus to experience and credits almost until the end of January.
So what he's saying is, like last year, the last tanks you leave in that slot will continue to get the bonus to the 24th of January. So once Holiday Ops is over, it looks like the 9th. It's going to start on the 9th, by the way. Although that doesn't look... Went Thursday? Yeah, okay. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. That must be Monday. Yes, today's 6th. Okay. So you'll get the bonus on those 3 tanks that you leave in those slots. And I think they're locked in. I don't think you get to change them at that point.
But that's late. Holiday Ops is coming.
All right, fantastic. So let's now look at the large box stuff. Because there's some changes there. So I think the big changes are the way the slots work for the bonuses. A little bit about how the decorations work. It's just total number of decorations. We don't have to futz around with levels and all this other kind of complicated stuff. They've really kind of streamlined it, fairly straightforward what you have to do right there, which is pretty cool. I also like the ability to send gifts. There was no indication that there was a gift from the Snow Maidens. That mechanic seems to have gone away, unless they just didn't mention it, but I doubt that's what happened, so it's probably gone. But you can gift to each other, which I think is better. Okay, so we'll go to YouTube here. Now, this is probably the thing that most people are worried about. Some interesting changes here. So the 4 boxes are back. We have the collections. Okay, 250 gold minimum. And a decoration.
But there's more. Additionally, you can get even more gold.
250, 500, or 1,000 gold. That was the same as last year. Days of Premium, 1, 3, or 7. Also the same. 100 to 500,000. I think there's a 250 breakpoint. I don't remember, actually. There might have been 100, 200, 300, 400. I don't remember. But somewhere between 100 and 500,000 silver. 3D styles. There are some 3D styles pretty cool. Or a tank. Now here comes the big change, I think, with the premium tanks. First of all, oh geez, I've really messed it up now. I've really messed it up now. All right, there we go. There are 3 premium tank, 3 tier 8 premium tanks, and I think 5 lower tier brand new tanks. The Caliban. Okay, so we have the Caliban. It's got a dual autoloader, I believe. The Bofors Tornwagen, which actually kind of looks like a little bit the AE phase, not AE phase 1, is it? No, it's the other one. The Concept 1B in terms of the turret, or potentially the new tier 10 Yo tank with a turret with basically no weak spots. It actually says that here.
Unusual look. Its hull front withstands hits, while its narrow turret in its frontal projection doesn't have any weak spots at all. Giving shells is always more pleasant than getting them.
Giving shells is always more pleasant than giving them. Okay, so the Tornwagen and then the Yo tank.
It's a unique reserve track mechanic, and this means it does
all tier 8s.
Be it an attack or
and I believe all heavies. All right, so that then there is the T-22, which was last year's New Year's marathon, and last but not leastly, the Skirta T-56 dual shot autoloader. So all pretty good tier 8s. 3 new ones and 2 existing ones. Then we're going to get into the lower tier stuff.
Getting tier 8 premium tanks will be easier this year. If you don't receive a tier 8 vehicle from the first 49 large boxes, you are sure to get it from the next one.
All right, that's a huge change. And we saw that in the last event where we had things you could buy like this. Every 50th one, you are guaranteed a tier 8 tank. So if you are one of the gambling crusaders, this should mollify you a bit, I hope. If you do the math and you want all 5, or you absolutely want all 3 of the new ones, you're going to have to buy 250 boxes. And that's your price to be guaranteed to get the 3 new ones. Now, what I don't know is if you get one you don't have, before you get one you have. For example, I have a T-22 and I have a Skoda. So does that mean I get those 3 first and then it's random after that? I don't know the answer to that. However, you're guaranteed an 8 in 50 boxes, and that makes 50 boxes probably going to be well worth it. All right. The price point, though, the actual price point is unknown. But what I wanted to talk about is, let's do this real quick. We'll talk about the box price in a minute. The lower tier tanks appear to be not any already released tanks. So I think there's 5 here. We've got Panzer 35R, M15, Matilda LVT, M485, that's kind of interesting, and KV-1 shielded. So I think the last 2 at least are tier 5s. They're tier 2 to 5 is my understanding. So that was what, 5 new lower tier tanks. Last time there was a lot of already released tanks, and one of the ways you got a lot of gold was having those already released tanks. That does not appear obviously to be a thing on this one, so before you start getting compensation, and it does say you will get compensation for tanks owned, you're gonna have to win it once before you get compensation for the second one. Okay, that's a bit of a change, and may change some of the calculus on how much gold you're going to get. I still think it's going to be well worth it if you buy large chunks. Obviously, the fact that you're going to automatically get a tank, you buy 75 boxes, you're going to get a tank, and that's why I want to talk about the number of boxes you can buy and the price point.
You will receive compensation in gold for any vehicle you already have in your
compensation for gold for any vehicle. There you go, just like that. All right. 3D styles will be involved. We've got.
You might also get spectacular 3D styles from large boxes.
ST2, I think.
The ST2.
Sega. We have the. I'm gonna find it here. What do we got here? We got the 268 version 4.
Any fortification and
I think I might have missed one here. Yep, the VZ55.
The Object 268 version 4.
There's that one again, and then probably this. This one's awesome.
The M551 Sheridan.
M551 Sheridan. Forgot about that one. Salamander.
It ended up serving in the Marine Corps. Now it's ready for new challenges.
Now this last one's hilarious.
It's
oh, sorry. There was one more. There's a bunch. Holy cow. Fortuna from the Rinoceronte, although the way they pronounced it was not even close to Rinoceronte. Now we're getting to the silly one. Here we go. We're about to get there.
Brutality meets Italian style.
We'll just let you see this whole thing.
And finally,
a train? What? You're going to love this, guys. You're going to love this. Some kind of steampunk Victorian era. Look, it's on the train tracks. This is the 4005 Thunder Child.
The FV4005.
Man, I don't know what to think about that. It's really cool. I don't know, man. On the one hand, I think it's awesome. On the other hand, it's like, holy cow, come on. But they put a lot into that. Look at that Gatling gun on top. I don't know, man. I don't know. There you go.
Large boxes will contain 3D stock.
So there are 5 of them after all of that. We've got the VZ, the Sheridan, the 268 Ford, the ST2. Yeah, ST2 and the... Oh, those are... Wait a minute. Hold on.
From the previous year.
Oh, sorry.
This is a great chance to get your favorite style into your collection.
I didn't notice that the first read through. The other styles are involved. Very good.
Select large boxes right in the garage.
All right, and there you go. So what are the big changes? Let's try to recap there. There are 3 new tier 8s. You will get a tier 8 automatically after every 50 boxes. Let me talk about the box thing because I passed over that. I mentioned it several times. You can buy boxes in 25 or 75. I think it's 10, 25, 75, or 3. which means to get 50 to get the tank, you have to either buy a 75 or the worst price point of the 25. Very interesting. However, 275 is 150. That's 3 tanks automatically. So you can do all that math and decide what the right price point for you is. But remember, you're saving money when you buy more boxes. Just chucking that out at you. There are 3D styles. The lower tier tanks appear to be tanks that are not released. You will get compensation, but that means you're going to have to win the tank. As far as I can tell, the only 2 tanks that are automatically ready for the compensation thing are going to be the T22, the 122 TM, and the Skoda T56. Right there. I like the streamlining of the decorations, making that easy, and you're going to be able to send boxes to each other. That's also cool. If there's any other things you guys gleaned out of those 2 videos that I might have missed, or changes, or things that you think are important, please, by all means, chuck them down in the comments so that everybody gets a look at those. I'm expecting, obviously, to see this on Thursday, which is the release date, is my understanding. And we'll be able to go through and actually go through some of this stuff and see if some of the things I'm sort of guessing at come true, or if there's any other curveballs chucked in there. But that's all I've got for today. I'm going to go ahead and get this sweater off because it's Florida and it's roasting right now. All right, have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. We'll see you.